Hello everyone, welcome to the Ginger Snaps here. We're discussing the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise for you guys in a very blunt way. I'm your host, Steven Harrold.
I'm Kris.
And in today's video, we're going to be giving you guys our review for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Beginning, which was released in 2006. After the success of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake, it was very evident that 3 years later we would get a sequel.
Yes.
But not just any sequel, a prequel.
No.
We never seen a prequel yet of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise, so this was the first.
No.
The first. But for what they wanted to do, obviously, they really wanted to bring Arlie Ermey back.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely. And they wanted to focus it on maybe a few years before the events of 1974. So, did they nail it? Did they absolutely nail it with this prequel? Do you think they did? Because we're going to actually talk about that. So here's our review for Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Beginning. Now the story takes place in 1969. So we have our main characters, two girlfriends, two boyfriends who are brothers, and they're going to Vietnam. So Vietnam movie, right? This is another tour for him, or the younger brother.
Got drafted.
He got drafted. He's got a draft card, but he doesn't want to go. So then we are introduced to our antagonists, the Hewitt family.
No.
And we get to see the origin of Sheriff Hoyt. And basically, we also get to see the origin of Leatherface and how he was born. So when these people who are going to be going to Vietnam and their girlfriends are dropping them off, and they run into the family, all shit kinds of happens. Mm-hmm. And we end up basically seeing how this movie pans out, because we all know the Hewitt family has to survive if this is a prequel. Because we see them alive in the remake.
Exactly.
So for the story, for me, I know you might be a little bit different, but for me, the story does work for a prequel, especially if you're going to date it 5 years before the events of 1974, which was 2003's remake. But it works. But to me, it works. It works as a solid prequel.
Yeah, it does for me too. It checks all the boxes.
Yeah, it checks all the boxes. Because I know prequels are kind of hard. I mean, Psycho 4 was a sequel and a prequel at the same time. I mean, he's going through his past, and then you're seeing basically a prequel.
Yeah.
But it's rare to do a prequel for a remake, because it's you immediately want to do a sequel. I feel a little bummed out that we didn't get a sequel, because I would love to have seen how Leatherface would have operated without an arm. With one missing arm. I would have loved to have seen it, but nonetheless, the story still works out in your favor.
No.
It works out in my favor. So the story is just a hit. So we have our protagonists. Just gonna rifle these people off right off the gate. The girlfriend, who is the blonde. A lot of people would say she's the ditzy one.
Yeah.
Not like Pepper from the remake, but she's not bad. I mean, she does screams a lot. She's a little bit of the damsel in distress. I mean, the whole her tied up under the table.
Yeah.
And fucking trying to get out and whatever. And she fucking just goes through a lot of hell throughout this whole fucking movie.
Definitely.
And it's almost like a tribute to the girl in Next Generation. And oh my god, they're gonna die. Or we're gonna die, or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And it was whatever. But she did a better job in this one. Then we have the boyfriend of hers, who is the one that was drafted, but doesn't want to go.
No.
He does a phenomenal job playing the part of a guy who just doesn't want to go to war. And then when this shit starts to happen, he is now determined to survive. Mm-hmm. Much better than his brother, who was in Vietnam. His brother, basically, he's the one who's been through war.
Yeah.
And he does the shittiest in this movie.
Yeah.
I mean, there's that one scene where he tries to get Arlie Ermey's character to pull the trigger, and then he gets distracted, butt into the shotgun. It's It's like, you're a fucking idiot. But the brothers are okay.
Yeah.
Like, did you have any gripe with either of them?
Yeah. I didn't mind them. I think, we always have some bad characters and some good characters,
But this movie has good characters.
yeah, they had good characters. They weren't terrible. They did their justice.
Yeah, they did their justice. Then we have our main character who, I can never remember her fucking name, but she's
played by Julianne Booster.
Julianne Booster. Okay. Oh, she was in Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, she was
Yeah,
Paul Walker's
that's right.
love
Paul
interest.
Walker's love
Well, they
interest.
married, but
Yeah, they're married in the
franchise.
In the franchise, yeah. She does pretty well in this.
Yeah, she's not bad. I think this was her
breakout role from Fast and because I know Fast and the Furious came out before this movie.
Yes,
It did.
99 was Fast and the Furious. The very first
So there was probably like what 2 or 3 of them before this movie got made.
There, yeah.
I mean, she wasn't in Tokyo Drift, but she does very well in this movie. I mean, trying to control a situation and her stealthiness of her basically doing the whole cat and mouse thing with the house where she doesn't want to be detected, and then finally she does get detected. She does not too bad, and I mean, we'll get to the ending part with her, but all the characters that you're supposed to root for to win and survive do their job.
They do their job, and
they're not unlikable.
With the prequel and the 2003, there's some eye candy. Like
Yeah, there's some eye
Jessica
candy.
Biel. You can't go wrong with Jessica Biel, and you can't go wrong with Julianne
Well, I
Booster.
mean, I preferred the blonde one more. She had the bigger boobs. But, I mean, both girls did their jobs justice, and the male cast as well, doing their job justice, and just like the remake, all the protagonists are great.
Yeah.
Like, really good. So, of course, when it comes to the antagonists of the movie, we have the family, the Hewitt family. We see the uncle, who, he has legs. We get to find out how he lost them.
Well, I thought you were going to say how he used them, but...
Yeah, how he uses them. Then we have the mom, who we see in this backstory where she basically, was a dumpster diver and finds the baby of Thomas Hewitt. And again, she's played wonderfully.
Oh, yeah. I enjoyed her character.
And then we have basically the other antagonist, which is the biker gang. I mean, that girl who tries to rob them, she really fucks up.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like, what the fuck was your point of robbing them? I mean, it's like, it feels like when the biker gang comes in, I'm like, am I watching Easy Rider? I'm expecting Jack Nicholson to show up. But of course, then it leads to Sheriff Hoyt, played wonderfully again by Arlie Hermy. The most evil he was in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I mean, to see the transformation of him being himself and then killing the sheriff, the last deputy in or the last sheriff in the town before basically all the jobs and now everyone left. He kills him and then assumes the role. It's like, yeah, so that's how he got he got Sheriff Hoyt.
Well,
He was never Sheriff Hoyt.
No, and don't forget the portrayal he did of Ed Gein.
Yeah, he was dressed like Ed Gein.
Yeah.
When he's like, oh shit, I shot the whole fucking sheriff's department. Wonder what that felt like. And just how he wore the hat he had, his wardrobe. I'm like, he fucking looks like Ed Gein here. And it kind of makes me now fucking really upset that, we were just talking about like Charlie Hunnam playing Ed Gein in the new monster series that, was it Shudder is doing or Netflix is doing. And it's just like, dude, I think the closest we ever got to a great Ed Gein portrayal was Arlie Hermy, and it wasn't intentional, but It fucking looked so great. But of course, he steals the show again in this movie. I mean, we don't really need to necessarily see how he got his teeth knocked out, but it's necessary after what he made those two guys go through, especially the younger one where he's doing the push-ups. You just need to do 20 push-ups. He's beating him with that fucking stick the whole time.
Well,
and then just points at the other brother like, my money's saying he ain't going anywhere. And it's like, yeah, well, you're beating the shit out of him and shit. Stomped on his back. But, again, he's portrayed so fucking well.
Very well.
And, like, I think you also mentioned that, like, his laugh and how maniacal he is.
Yeah, sadistic.
In the whole, how sadistic he was. It's like, yeah, this is his most evil. And again, it's not taken away from the first one.
No.
The remake.
Not at all. You can't compare the two.
Yeah, and so that's why they had to do a prequel. They're like, no, we want Arlie Ermey back.
Yeah.
So let's do a prequel. Fuck a sequel. We'll do a prequel. Good choice, guys, because I can't get enough of Arlie Ermey. So now we have Leatherface, your boy, who is once again played by Andrew Bernarski. So we see his uprising in the opening credits, where he was born in the
meat shop,
the meat packing facility, right? And so they throw him in the dumpster because birth defect, skin condition, whatever. And then the Hewitt family raises him and shit. And we see that the muzzle mask that he's wearing is basically his first ever mask.
Yeah.
And he got it by killing a dog or whatever. It's just basically the fur, so it's like a muzzle. It's a muzzle, and it almost kind of gives off the Hannibal Lecter vibes.
Kind of, yeah.
But for Andrew Bernarski's size, even when you can see partially his face, he's fucking intimidating.
Oh yeah,
like an imposing guy. And when he finally kills that guy in the meat packing facility when it closes, it's like the monster's been let out basically.
Yeah.
He takes home his chainsaw, and then he basically becomes the monster that we've grown to love in a very sadistic way.
Mm-hmm.
And you pointed out that when he finally wears that mask for the first time, when he kills the boyfriend and takes his face, you pointed it out that it's now the first time he dons a face.
Yep.
So it had to be impactful. So
yeah.
Was it impactful for you when he finally dons that face?
Oh, very much so. It's
because you kind of want to see that origin.
Yeah, you want to see where it starts and what becomes of Leatherface.
Yeah, it's better than Rob Zombie's Halloween, where Michael's sister's boyfriend just happened to have a mask, and Michael just went after he kills it. All the fucking people. He's just like, oh hey, mask. Like, no, I like the face peeling better, and it looked good on him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it really looked good on him. It looked menacing. So again, another great portrayal from Andrew Bernarski.
Yep.
And still a good Leatherface.
Yeah, definitely up there in the best.
Yeah. So the blood and the gore in this movie was really up to the ante, and we got it with not only the biker chick getting shot by Sheriff Hoyt,
yeah,
and the sheriff getting shot in the back of the head by Sheriff Hoyt, but Leatherface, not besides the kill that he makes at the meat packing facility. I know I just gave it like how many fucking names, the meat plant, whatever. He kills everyone with a chainsaw in this movie.
Oh yeah.
Besides that one guy.
Besides the one guy.
What would you say is your favorite kill in this movie?
Oh, it's hands down. It's when the boyfriend comes looking for the biker girl.
Oh, when the biker guy gets it, right?
And he lands on the chainsaw so awkwardly. And
Leatherface starts it up
and just lifts up the chainsaw and whew.
Yeah, and that's why I was saying about that girl, because she's tied up on the bed And she's basically getting blood sprayed at her and shit, right?
Oh yeah, she's just happy.
Just to see how the effect is too, where it comes out from the back too. It's just like, yeah, he totally just cut him right in fucking half. You have Arlie Ermy fucking holding him down too. And like, it was like, yeah, he got his heart cut in half too, so he was like dead within seconds or whatever.
Seconds.
But then you have the boyfriend who's pinned down in the basement, and Leatherface just, after like peeling his forearm off and everything, just, I'm gonna kill him too.
While his girlfriend's underneath.
While his girlfriend's underneath the fucking table, so she just witnesses her boyfriend die.
She's just getting drenched with his blood.
And we see the biker chick. She's had both her hands cut off. She's had both her feet cut off.
Yeah.
She's skinned.
And then the other brother, trying to be the hero.
Yeah, try to be the hero.
Gets lifted, and that's
chainsaw right in the back and lifted up and then tossed.
Yeah,
like that. I feel like that's like Leatherface's signature with the chainsaw. There's a few movies where he does that.
He does that, and I think it gives a perfect homage to, I'm gonna say it, Halloween 2. That's probably my favorite scene in Halloween 2 with the scalpel.
Surprise finger in the butt.
Lifts nurse up. That just kind of gives me the same vibe. It's just.
And he just fucking tosses him, like, because he's got to go chase the other bitch, because she was hiding in that waste of the blood and the guts, those little tubs or whatever. But
shout out to Halloween Kills 2, because they did the same thing as well in the firefighter scene where he lifts.
Oh yeah, with the fucking Halligan bar. Yeah. Any way to talk about Halloween in these fucking videos, I swear to God. But then we get to the ending where you think our main girl's gonna live, and nope. He just pops out from the fucking backseat, chainsaw right through the.
And it was kind of
because I expected her to survive.
I think a lot of people did, but they didn't see where he was going.
Yeah,
and it just seemed like.
Yeah,
it was too quiet. It was very too quiet. He wasn't chasing her. There was no.
Well, yeah, there's. She went one way. He went another way, and then it's just like she gets in the car and gets away, and it's kind of like, oh, so she got away. Because I was expecting him to be down the road, and chainsaw or whatever, right?
Or something like that, but
not in the fucking car.
He must have taken the shorter way, and she took the longer way. That's the only way it could have happened.
That's why you check the fucking backseat of your goddamn car.
Always check the backseat.
Always check the backseat. And then we see the people who were pulled over on the side of the road. I guess Buddy's getting a ticket, and they get ran over.
Smushied.
Oh, yeah, because he just killed her, and then that's it. Like, the gore and the blood in this movie are fucking top. It matches with the remake. It matches very well.
Oh, yeah.
So when it comes to this film, it's a perfect like double feature with the remake. But you could definitely watch it in the order that it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
The prequel and then the remake. Because it blends very fucking well.
It does. It really does.
And you have your cast who does so fucking well in this fucking movie. And you have your antagonist led by Arlie Ermy, who steals the show in this movie. You got Leatherface, who basically is still that monster, but we got to see his beginning, and just the gore, the kills, everything about this movie blends so well. I know we gave the remake a 9 out of 10. I would give this an 8 out of 10. Because it perfect double feature. It's like Halloween's 4 and 5. Not the perfect double feature, but
yeah, I was gonna give it an 8.5.
8.5?
Yeah, it's up there, but it's like just little things,
little minor nitpicks, I guess.
Just minor nitpicks. It's like the bikers scene. It could have. They didn't need the bikers. They didn't need the bikers, but
what can you do?
Well, more had one of the best kills, so you know. It all justifies for itself at the end of the day, so.
Yeah, so 8.5 for you.
Yeah.
And 8 out of 10 for me. So, pretty decent ratings.
I think so.
So tell me, guys, what did you guys think of Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning? Let me know in the comments down below. If you liked the video, make sure you also give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can get notified about all the other videos coming on the channel, especially when it comes to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise. In the next video, we will be discussing Texas Chainsaw 3D, where we have some things to say about that movie, especially me coming out of my comfort zone to finally stop defending this goddamn film. Anyways, guys, that's it from us. This has been the Ginger Snaps here. My name is Steven Harrold.
I'm Kris.
I will talk to you guys later, and always remember,
Saw us, family.